So Monday, the Orioles host the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, and it's a doubleheader. And I don't think they don't schedule doubleheaders. They're always makeup games from rain delays early in the season. Mm-hmm. But if you're a baseball fan, especially if you're an Orioles fan, things are heating up. The Orioles are in a wild card hunt, especially chasing the Toronto Blue Jays. So Sarah gets back from vacation. We have unlimited tickets. We can go, every home game for the month, standing room. We bought the package.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Baller.
Well, it's $45 a head.
This is what you get when you're turning 40 and have no kids.
Yeah, that's exactly what you get.
Do whatever the hell you want.
That's right. I can do whatever the hell I want. Well, speaking of which, so something happened at the game that made me wonder, am I just turning into a grumpy old fuck? Am I just turning into a get off my lawn?
Already, yes. I don't know what the topic is, but yes.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Proceed.
So we watched the first game. It was a 105 or 110 first pitch. There's a 20-minute break. Second game, the stadium is about half of what it was in terms of attendance. And Sarah and I are like, let's get better seats. We go down. We're up the first baseline a little bit. And somewhere around like the third or fourth inning, if I say the name Clancy, I know you know. Do you know Clancy, the beer vendor?
Yes.
No.
Okay. He's
I was going to make up the fact that I knew something that I don't, but no, I don't know
I
Clancy.
thought you said Tom Clancy. Oh, was he at the game?
If you didn't say beer vendor, that's exactly where I was going. Sorry, so this is a storied beer. Does everybody know who Clancy is that goes to games regularly?
He has a cult following. He has a beer named after him with he's been doing it since the early 80s at Old Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
So he's coming by. There's a group of people next to us, about 5 or 6 deep, and he says specifically, I'm not selling you a beer. It's a young lady, early 20s, who was visibly just like, she looked like she was casting for The Walking Dead. Like, all right, give us your zombie walk.
Oh, I like this, though. This is where I get off, though.
Got
I think I know where the story is going to go, but there's about a 5-minute period where I'm just enraged and engorged. Okay. I'm just looking at this Karen fight that's getting ready to happen. And I'm not even watching the game. I'm tapping Maria on the leg like, hey, baby, watch this shit.
Well, it involves me, so I don't, Karens and Kens or something like that. So they collect the money because there was a couple people buying not just beers, but there were some waters and he was, some cards, some cash. And at the end of our row, which is a section over, someone's like, hey, he's like, oh, all right, I'll be right down. Picks up a couple beers, walks down. Young lady who he didn't sell beer to does like a Pink Panther style, like goes under the railing, grabs a beer and a water, and turns around.
Wait, she stole him?
Stole. Oh. I said, hey, put that back. And she turned around and gave me a nasty look. And I was like, last chance, put it back or I'll fucking tell him. I'll fucking rat you out. And she turns around and her friend who was sitting next to her was like, is that how it's going to be? And I was like, yeah, straight up. That. He pays for that out of pocket and you're stealing from his pocket.
That's fair.
And I was like, last chance. And by that point, he had already walked up and was like, last chance for what? What's going on? And luckily, before I said anything, Sarah was like, yeah, they stole from you. And he's like, okay, fine. I'm going to go get security. By the time he went up to get security, they were screaming at me, calling me a rat, snitch, bitch, yada, yada. And I did get out to eat my ass. To which security was like, stop.
That's good. That's good. I like that. It's like it's a jab.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it was that insult kind of let them know, hey, I'm not as old as you think.
Yeah.
Eat my ass is still.
I'm into it. I'm hip to the game.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
Turned up, and so security throws them out, and I did have about a 20 to 30 minute moral tug of war as to whether or not I'm just some snitch old cranky piece of shit now.
You are. You like I was right. You are. You definitely. Yep. Like even before the story was told, you old, and you are a rat. That's fine. But in this instance, it's okay to be a rat. You can't be stealing from beer vendors. That's just fucking
right.
Yeah. Like you said, it's coming out of their pocket.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't be doing that.
And this is a stalwart.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Of the Orioles franchise.
Sure.
He's a home team guy. He's been there since Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
He's selling you booze. He's going to remember you.
Yeah.
You got season passes. You got season tickets. You can go to limited games for the rest of the season. And old Clancy going to be coming by and be like, hey,
facts.
Hey, Wesley.
Hey.
Remember when you did me that solid?
Hey,
I'm going to slide you.
Hey, Camden Yards Beer Patrol, man. I remember.
Damn straight. You're going to be the first one. When he says, I got cold ones, he's going to go, boom, you first.
Right.
So fuck that bitch. No, Fuck her.
Okay.
You're right. No, you're right. And the thing is, though, I kind of got the idea when you sent the message earlier. I have a story. I have a story from the stadium.
I like how
figured,
your
yeah.
narration of my typing is. I have a story. It's beautiful.
Because you geared it like maybe I'm becoming an old man, get off my lawn kind of guy, and you are, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because you're getting ready to turn 40.
Right.
Okay, you're halfway done. All right, you just crossed the halfway point of the marathon. You're almost dead.
Yeah.
And so you need to enjoy every moment that's left. You don't have time for bullshit. You don't have time for these chicks to be acting a fool in Camden Yards and in the stadium.
Yeah.
And now when you were that age, you still had unlimited time. You were in your 20s.
See, when I was that age, I snuck liquor in.
Yeah.
I didn't steal from beer vendors.
Yeah,
I wore
that's
cargo shorts, which unfortunately, sorry, Gen Z, you don't like cargo shorts. Your fucking problem, not mine. And you put a pint in the cargo sleeves, and you bought a Coca-Cola, and you enjoyed yourself.
That's right. Yeah, you wouldn't have to steal from Clancy. You just pop open that Deer Park Rickaloff, pour it into a lemonade, and go to fucking town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's how it goes.
Make a weird smirk with every gulp.
Yeah.
But the other caveat I'd like to add to this, though, is, when younger folk, we were that way. We thought we knew everything. We thought we could get away with stuff. If you're smart, you can. If you're not, you won't.
Right.
She didn't have her head on a swivel. She wasn't side of the eye. She wasn't making sure, hey, she should. If she'd come up to you and said, hey, you want something? You'd be like, fuck Clancy.
Now that you put it that way.
Snatch me a Bud Light, baby.
Yeah,
Go on down.
The motherfuckers are like $12.
So if she had planned ahead, you wouldn't have had to turn her in, and none of this would have happened.
Yeah.
Touche.
And I gave her an out, too. 2 instances. Now, her drunk mind, those 4 or 5 seconds may have been, that quick. And it was that quick. But I said, hey, put it back. Put it back. Or I'm going to rat you out. So I gave her an out. I did do that.
Was her group mostly ladies, or were there other dudes?
So-
were there dudes in there?
There was a young lady sitting next to her who also got thrown out because she was vocal, and she was the pack leader and yelling at me.
gotcha.
She couldn't talk too much. The one who was the thief.
She was hammered.
Yeah, her friend was kind of more when you have the puppets and you're talking for it.
Ventriloquist?
Yeah, she was ventriloquist.
Okay.
She was this person type woman. Then
Yeah.
in front of them, they shut up. They were like, nope, not with
want
us.
none of that.
Nope.
Don't know
And they
them.
even when the Clancy was very specific about not them, and they like, nope, sorry. If we knew you, we don't know you now. So,
We'll see you with sliders after this.
yeah. So,
Now, at any point were you worried about a physical altercation?
no,
That's
not
why I
particularly.
asked the composition of the group, because I feel like if there were some drunk dudes about.
Well, hey, listen. I think when I went through my litmus test of friends to confirm whether or not I was a cranky old fuck or not, one of them asked that question, and I did say. So in front of them, there were 4 people, 2 females, 2 guys. Yeah. And I did say I was kind of hoping one of the guys got chippy with me. So I was going to be like, oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's always just you're this far away.
Back to the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, here's the question, though. What if she dove at Sarah? What do you do then?
Well, I think Sarah probably fucked somebody up.
Shit, I mean...
I'm just saying, though. Do you stand back? Maybe throw some water on them?
I think I poured her beer on
Pour
them.
a beer,
The
yeah,
stolen
the-
beer
the
on
stolen
everyone.
beer.
And maybe their white shirts, something.
Now whip your hair back.
Yeah.
Faster.
And then Clancy doesn't even care.
Right.
Honestly,
It's like, I'll buy-
it's a wash.
this
Yeah,
one's
he's
on the
like,
house.
This one's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wash, literally.
I like it. That's good.
Middle class holes, everyone. Murr Allen and Foxman, first time in person here at 5 North Coffee Shop and podcast recording studio.
I think it's
in
5 North Main.
5 North Main,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Do you guys go by 5 North? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
YSG Studios.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's
YSG
right.
Studios.
That's right.
Gotcha.
YSG Studios. We'll cut that in post.
And we got a cooler full of it's Oliver Brewing, a whole everyday beers.
The space comes with Oliver beers, apparently. So that's a thing. If you're into that sort of thing.
Correct.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's exciting. They got hardwood.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm not pantsless below. I have to have pants on because I'm not in my home.
I've got hardwood, yeah.
This is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for confirming. And another thing I wanted to say too was that it wouldn't have been right if it was any beer vendor. but it was Clancy.
It was Clancy. Yeah.
That goes a long way.
That does go a long way.
Yeah,
You
if
got-
it was like some out of breath, like young jabroni just trying his hand at it, I'd be like, sucker bitch, take your bucket. But you don't do that. Clancy's untouchable ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Former, I think he used to run track in college too. Now
Why,
he's
why
pushing
do you know
60.
these facts about your beer vendor? Why?
He's had stories written about him.
He's got like
Really?
48
Yeah.
8-inch biceps, dude. He's fucking huge. He's massive.
He's not he's a physically fit feller.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you'd have to be to work. Shit, he's got to be going on 40 years as a beer vendor at a baseball stadium. I mean, that just goes to show you that you can turn any job into a career if you're
Oh yeah.
really dedicated.
I'm looking up a picture of him for you.
Yeah.
Jesus, God.
He
no.
no, he's still at this age. I mean, I wouldn't fuck with him.
But I still stand by that it's the game of the age. It's like you learn, you played the other half of this game, and now you're on the other side of it, and now you're playing the other half of it.
Yeah, because man, I was sitting out, I was stooping it. Maybe the next night. Take a peek at
You've
that.
probably seen him before. That's good.
I've seen that guy before. He looks like Wesley Snipes' brother in the top one there.
Right? Yeah.
Wesley Snipes stunt double.
He got a little mustache too.
Yeah.
I feel like black guys of that age always have that little mustache.
Yeah, I lost respect for him when he wrote his own name on his hat.
It's so you know who he
So
is.
you know who he is.
Well, aren't
Well, now you
supposed
don't
to?
need it. Yeah.
Yeah. Christ, what were we talking about? Damn, before you interrupted me with the Clancy picture.
I don't know.
Ooh. Oh, I was stooping it and trying to figure out, you've stolen in the past.
Sure.
Your conscience isn't free.
Yeah.
And we've talked about whether or not I may or may not have been involved in a keg thievery somewhere
Never specifically mentioned
in the
that.
early 2000s.
It's neither here nor there.
Yeah, have I stolen some peanut M&Ms from a 7-Eleven? A Miller High Life Tall Boy every now and then. So I'm not, is this a pot meat kettle situation?
No, because like I said, you played that half of the game and you won. Now you're on the other side, and so far you're 1-0. Yeah, you're 1-0 for the. You were playing offense when you were younger. Now you're playing defense, and you're still winning the game.
Because I think it's all about who you're stealing from, right? It's a Robin Hood thing, right? Like I'm not stealing from Clancy. That's literally in his pocket.
Yeah.
The Kim family, who runs my local liquor store, they have profited off of me quite a bit. So that 24-ounce Bud Ice, I think, is on me or is on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fine.
Do you occasionally steal?
Well, not
24
anymore.
ounce?
Not anymore. But in the past, it may or may not have happened.
Pay it back.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, 40 in 2 weeks. We're going to talk more about that on podcasts coming up. But at the 2 week mark, 14 days. This is like I actually purposely avoided a gender reveal party at work today because I didn't want to deal with that nonsense.
Well, gender reveals are not safe. I would have stuck around and see if it went badly, though.
Do you feel the uncontrollable urge to buy a Miata?
Don't sleep on the Miata, man.
I'm just saying, it's an economical convertible. So that's all I'm saying.
I just have to say, I owned a Miata.
Yeah, of course you did.
Shut your mouth. And here's the thing, though, and you can look this up on IMDb. Find out the year that Corky Romano, starring Chris Kattan, came out, because that's when I bought my Miata.
You got a Miata?
And there's a scene of Corky Romano driving around singing some of the gayest songs in the American songbook history. And that car got labeled It got labeled in a way that wasn't so hot for me back in the early 2000s.
2001.
Yeah.
7 on Rotten Tomatoes. You got
It's got a 7%.
7%.
Seven?
Yeah. Vanessa Shaw, Chris Penn, Fred Ward, Richard Roundtree.
I wonder how many movies have a single-digit Rotten Tomatoes score. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but apparently everyone in my friend group saw it just so they
Well,
could make
yeah.
fun of me for driving a Mazda Miata.
I saw it.
Yeah, I think when you were in your 20s in the early 2000s, anything that SNL was producing.
Yeah, it was like Chris
Yeah.
Kattan. Yeah, that could have been Night at the Roxbury. It could have been Corky Romano.
Could have been The Ladies' Man.
It could have been The Ladies' Man, which is a fucking classic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Oh, yep, it is. The shit. Now I got to do 2 best good bad movie reviews, I guess.
Oh yeah, coming next week. Christ, I forgot I have to watch up on that. What
Chairman of the board.
Yeah, and this movie is so bad, it is legitimately free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is my point, though. I feel like I know I've made mistakes in the past in trying to judge good, bad movies. Alan just picked a bad movie.
Yeah, I picked a terrible film.
Yeah.
I'm going to spin it, though. I'm going to sell the shit out of this bad boy. So don't you worry.
You could spin that shit more than a heavy-duty spin cycle at your home washer.
Listen,
and I don't know if this is going to come out
If
clean.
you don't, if the concept of a fucking prop comedian becoming the CEO of a fucking toy company doesn't elicit a response from your pee-pee,
yeah.
I think you're the wrong podcast host for me, man.
Not a bad premise. Now that I'm thinking about it.
See?
See, Murr's also always looking for like movie ideas
Yeah.
from hence the "They'll Never Make It" brainchild that is Andrew Murr.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we going to make it two?
You got to. It's execution. I guess the thing that gives me hope about something like this is that some asshole like me pitched it to somebody and they actually bought it and gave them a certain amount of dollars to make it. It had to be at least six figures to each actor or actress.
And, I mean, look, it was popular enough that they sent that lady on Conan O'Brien to get embarrassed by Norm Macdonald.
What lady?
The actress. I don't even know.
Courtney Thorne Smith.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
that's
Courtney
right.
Thorne Smith.
Yeah, dude, it's the most amazing sit-down couch interview of all time. And Conan talks about it now that's saying, like, look, I didn't know that in 25 years this stuff was going to end up in a place where you could watch it in a moment's notice. He's like, I let him go because I thought this was a one and done. No one's going to see this. It's 12:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
He's ripping... Like, because she's on NBC. I think she was on Melrose Place.
She was on Melrose Place.
Yeah.
So
So
she was like one of their hottest commodities.
He's tearing her apart. There is no
watch
porno
this.
that could have ripped her a bigger asshole.
And he
Norm
Conan
Macdonald
kind of
did.
like tries to diffuse it. Like at one point, he's even like, "Yeah, make a joke out of that one," and he does like that, and just everybody, is it? No, not Andy Dick,
Richter.
Andy
Andy
Richter,
Richter.
fucking falling off the couch. Like, oh, that's
This is
phenomenal.
Carrot Top.
This
doing
is
that.
no. So Norm Macdonald
Oh,
is
Norm,
crushing.
sorry. Okay,
is
Courtney
crushing
Thorne, yeah.
Courtney Thorne Smith for being in a movie with Carrot Top.
It's one of those situations where he can tell that this is going nowhere. Yeah. That this chick has 3 functioning brain cells. She has no personality. And Norm's just like, all right, Coney, I got you, baby.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to rip her apart. And you can either laugh or shut it down.
And
Your choice.
She like mildly. She doesn't even really try that hard to justify her being in this film. Like she gives it. They give her like a small window, and she's just like she starts laughing about the jokes.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure the studio had a word with her after.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, when was the last time you heard of... she's a hot chick. When was the last time you heard of Courtney Thorne Smith?
I had to look it up once you guys told me about this a few weeks ago. And this is how we came across Chairman of the Board, right? This interview then spawned Chairman of the Board. Now I'm like, oh man, I gotta watch that movie. Great movie. Actually, good bad movie. Watch it, guys.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
My wife literally told me I had to kick rocks.
You missed a good one last week. We came up with it. Well, I said it was Randy Quaid, but it was a Dennis Quaid flick where he
Meets an alien.
He meets an alien. Said alien has child. Alien that he met got killed. He has to raise the child.
Male alien. Male alien.
Well, yeah,
has a
no
child.
wonder he's freaked out that a male alien has a kid, but it's a different species.
Yeah, that's not that freaky. They're not human. Wait, what's this movie called?
I had to look that up, and I don't remember. Damn it.
I think we got sidetracked here, guys.
Yeah, I know.
But that's okay. Because fucking Courtney Thorne Smith apparently made a really
Enemy
bad-
Mine.
That's fucking
Enemy
ridiculous.
Mine? Or
M-I-N-E. Enemy Mine. M-I-N-E.
That's a shitty title.
That's fucking bad.
I'd watch Chairman of the Board.
I don't even
before
know what it's about. Like Chairman of the Board, even you look at that poster, you're like, okay, I kind of get it. Like,
Look up the poster for Enemy Mine. Jesus.
I'm sure it's not going to
It's
make
probably
sense.
a spaceship
Yeah.
with a bunch of lights.
No, it's Dennis Christ. It's Dennis Quaid looking at this alien, played by Louis Gossett Jr., by the way. It's these two like kind of semi looking at each other at 2 o'clock or 11 o'clock tilt.
Holy shit, he's dead on.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good description, but it still doesn't explain anything.
Kind of a
that the
loving
movie's
look.
about.
Makes me wonder who the father of that child is.
Is it saying that they are enemies or
Well, when they first meet,
Oh God, what are we doing?
we're not getting.
Can we
into
do
this.
that? Can that be your good bad movie? Can we just make that yours and we'll watch that?
Well, it's going to be a couple months from now. His is next week. Yours is going to have to be after that.
Fine, I'll fucking watch it.
And it's going to be yours. Fine, fuck it. I can jump in. All right, look, we're going to get to our news bit right now. All right, shipment of baby wipes turns out to be $11.8 million worth of cocaine. That's correct. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers discovered more than 1,500 pounds of cocaine hidden in a place where you would least expect it, which I think is bullshit.
I actually 100% expect this. This is
that, yeah.
exactly how I would do it. Like I'd be like, "Hey, baby wipes out same size, same size,
Same
You
size,
ever
yeah.
felt the weight of a baby wipe? I deliver a lot of
It's like
baby
a
wipes.
fucking brick.
Yeah, that and cat litter are the two heaviest substances on
It's
fucking
just a
earth.
moist brick.
So the narcotic seizure occurred last Friday at the Laredo Columbia Solidarity International Bridge, which is located on the U.S.-Mexico border outside of Laredo, Texas, in the Mexican state of Nuevo Leon. Officials say officers at the Laredo Columbia Bridge stopped a tractor-trailer bridge, bringing in a shipment of baby wipes for a secondary inspection. So I guess they do one. They say, you need to go over for secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Following the inspection, drug-sniffing dogs made a discovery. They described 1,935 packages of cocaine totaling 1,532 pounds. Agency officials estimate the worth on the street to be about a shade under 12 million cojones.
it was
That-
like
and
million
that's a lot of pesos. I don't even know the
That's
translation.
not that's some infinity pesos.
Yeah,
I think they just give you an infinity peso card like at Dave and Buster's. Like it just points.
Yeah.
And you just go.
What's
you
like?
have-
What's the Mexican black card? What's the?
the Negro card? I mean that seems logical,
It's a
right?
literal translation. I thought it was
Yeah.
like a platinum taco or something.
It might be.
Okay.
I would think it's that.
taco, eh?
That's pretty racist, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
It's one that can,
It checks out.
It's just
It's a Negro Modelo. Ooh. Just a never-ending one.
oh, wow. That's like the Willy Wonka
It's the
bubble gum that
yeah.
doesn't, the flavor never runs out.
Yeah.
The Modelo, no matter how much
Could
you
you
drink it,
imagine? I would move to fucking Mexico if they were like, "Here's a fucking never-ending bottle of Negro
the
Modelo."
Infinity Modelo.
The Infinity Modelo.
God, I just got sexually aroused.
A Mexican Thanos will have his way with that.
I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but something jogged this. Regis Philbin had a McDonald's for life for free card.
How'd that prick earn that? Because he has
He
14
did a
things of...
commercial or some stupid shit.
Outrageous. He does what he
Yeah.
wants.
Okay.
I mean, think about that though. If Regis Philbin, top-notch celebrity at the time, is walking into McDonald's, that's the best advertising. Regis fucking eats here. I'll fucking eat here. But then they have that much money, and then to get a free fucking
That's
dollar
how it
menu
goes.
meal?
When you get paid, you don't actually have to pay for
That's a
shit
good point.
anymore.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is like we're circling back on old podcasts. I remember you explaining. Well, first you titled him a rock and roll hero of our time, Kid Rock, and he said when I needed money, I couldn't spend it. When I had money, then I didn't have to spend it because people just paid for shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How is he not a rock and roll hero over time? How many rock and roll heroes are there left? We got the Foo Fighters.
I don't know, man.
We
Like,
got Green Day.
I don't
That's
think
it.
we have any.
I don't have the mental capacity to vet living rock and roll heroes. I just know that it's one of those things like I can't describe what one of those things that I can't describe what it is, but I know what it is when I see it. What is that?
They telling me I'm wrong, but
obscene.
Like
Remember that?
I
I don't know what obscenity is, but I could point it out when I see it.
Okay.
I can't name you all the living rock heroes, but I know Kid Rock isn't one of them.
bullshit.
I'm not okay with him being referred to as a rock hero, but if we're going to accept it, I think it's more of an indictment on how far humanity is.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that we're in a good place here in America. I'm just saying we're in such a place that Kid Rock can be considered a rock and roll hero. He was a rap rock god, and then he moved on to like a country singer. Then he became a gospel singer, and the motherfucker can sing. Didn't you remember that when he was singing that song? Major League Baseball had him singing that song. It's like, hey,
Take me out to the ball game?
No, you fucker. And did you
don't
know
remember that.
Kid Rock has an actual White House, like the White House, like the one in Washington, D.C., a replica. That's what he lives in.
Wow. Oh.
He lives in a replica of the White House.
Makes him a rock star.
I think that makes it weirder.
No, that makes him a hillbilly.
Well, yes, absolutely. Well, there was things before that I think ticked the hillbilly box, but yeah.
Yeah, and a rap rock god, again, that's even, you're
I mean, yeah.
inching up the chain of
There's only like 5 of them.
I was going to say that it's either him or Limp Bizkit.
It's
Which
guy
one you
from
think?
Limp Bizkit, yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, in his White House, he has a golden shower made of gold because he thinks it's funny.
But that is kind of funny. That's like a deal.
I mean, I guess that's fine.
Yeah. So we got Regis with lifetime of McDonald's.
Yes.
And then a golden shower at Kid Rock's house.
And I have no idea what that has to do with $11.8 million worth of cocaine hidden in baby white boxes.
Oh, well, I mean, between Regis and Kid Rock, I feel like $11.8 million of cocaine's been done.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Right. Now, you guys on a previous segment that we talked about, someone, I don't remember the weight, but remember at Charlotte, they had, it was like a certain amount of cocaine that was withdrawn from someone's wheelchair. Remember?
Oh,
he-
yeah,
yeah.
And you were like, just let him go.
Just-
Is
yeah.
is this fall under the let him go?
No.
Is this a tractor trailer?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be baby wipes in there. Like, those are items used for small children.
This is almost a ton of cocaine. You
Yeah.
realize that 1,500 pounds is only
Almost
like 500
yeah,
pounds
you're
shy.
just short. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm rounding up at that point. You got 2 tons of cocaine.
I was just asking the question. I
know.
wasn't saying I agreed or disagreed.
But on a serious note, though, that's one truck, right?
They don't say the vehicle. I'm guessing,
well,
yeah, sure.
It's got to be.
But it's one truck.
All right, so you're right. Tractor trailer, yes.
Yeah, you could fit 1,000. You could fit way more than 1,000. Yeah.
No, but my point is, how many other trucks got through?
Yeah.
like they usually send one.
bunch.
They usually send one through to get caught. I've seen shows like the narcos will even like call the border patrol like, hey man, listen, you got a tractor trailer coming through. He's not baby wipes. He's cocaine. And then they let them get caught. So they're spending all their time going through this tractor trailer full of cocaine. And meanwhile, it's, there's a whole fucking fleet of them.
It just says
piling
cocaine
on
on it as they get through.
It's the
It's white dust piling up off the back.
the truck from Up in Smoke.
Yes.
Cheech and Chong are driving through.
Yeah.
Just,
It's made of marijuana.
There's a couple of guys with no eyelids driving.
I like it.
yeah, they will. You have to. I mean, I don't know what the inspection is, but I think coming in from Mexico into the United States, I have to assume they're not just like, all right,
there's a
we're just,
customs inspection.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then there's secondary inspections, but they're not just.
Well, that's for.
Hey,
if
we got
you-
our hands full for the
that's
next
for if
20
you got
minutes.
a red flag, like maybe this is like he said, it's a fucking wide-eyed Jose, just fucking. And
Yeah.
they're like, all right, bud, it's clean on first go round. Let's fucking check it with the dogs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get baby wipes.
With the dogs that probably are commanded to bark anyway.
Well,
Doesn't
they all
matter.
are, generally speaking. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's just all about getting in there and seeing if anything's in there.
Here's the thing. Tell me if this is good strategy or not. If you know you're probably going to get caught, why not leave like one of those little bags open so the dog hits it? That dog freaks the fuck out. Maybe you got a chance to run. Dog just gets a nostril full of fucking coke.
Oh, you're saying kind of stun the dog with drugs.
Yeah.
And then run back to Mexico.
Yeah, they don't be fucking with Customs and Border Patrol. They'll shoot you in the back.
Yeah. I was going to say, you
True.
jump in the Rio Grande
Yeah, they will.
and hope it's like 4 feet deep.
They will kill you.
Yeah. I have to assume that they're not so nice on that side of the border. They're not so forgiving of such grievances.
I have ideas. I'm not saying they're good.
Yeah. But and then there's, you know what? If they get caught, there's snitch me being like, there he is. Go get him.
Clancy!
I get him.
Officer Clancy!
Oh, hey, did you guys see the? Also, I want to get on this before our first, but before our friend or foe, the dickheads that were removed from Arthur Ashe Stadium for doing a haircut.
Yeah. Well, explain this because I only saw the still shot. So he's
So
getting a haircut.
These, I didn't get to the bottom of whether or not both gentlemen, but the one who is getting a haircut is a YouTube celebrity.
Okay, that makes
and this
sense.
was part of his. It's like he does pranks, and this was part of the prank. He only got done everything. He's now an African American gentleman, but everything else is bald except for kind of a horseshoe around the back and sides.
I had one of those.
Well, it wasn't by choice.
Nope.
That's because you drank too much during the day. and
Yes.
were
I was on a different realm,
Yeah.
a different plane of existence. At
You
that
weren't
time.
buying tickets to Arthur Ashe Stadium
Yeah.
for a midnight main event match.
This is at your fraternal order of higher learning, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. And by the way, if I don't know if you guys have been watching the first American since 2005 reached the semifinals, and he's from Washington D.C. So, he's from Maryland. Sorry, Hyattsville. So,
Yeah, that's Maryland. You gotta count that.
Francis TFO. But yeah, did you guys see or read anything on
I
this?
just saw the haircut, and then I didn't want to like delude my brain with any like ideas of what was going on. First thing I thought was like, this guy's got something to promote. It's free advertising, almost like the Kiss Cam thing that they set up now. It's like, oh, we'll wait till the camera's on us, and then I'll start cutting your hair. And that's what they did. And now we're talking about him, and now he's going to get a couple million more YouTube views. Good or bad, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. Because my first initial thought was, I've been to Arthur Ashe Stadium, and I've been on a primetime event. You get to watch 2 matches. So you get to watch usually like afternoon men's and women's, or evening men's and women's, depending upon what time frame you get. And I know what I paid for those seats, so I kind of have a hunch what these guys paid 4 rows back, center court. Whew,
What's your
Sure, it
hunch?
wasn't cheap.
what's my hunch that those were?
Yeah.
Probably 2,500.
2,500 each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
5 fucking grand.
It's not bad. It's you're considering the event. I mean, like, dude, some of these Bruce Springsteen tickets that they were just making a big hoopla about, they're like 20 grand.
Yeah, and that's insane. Because have you heard Bruce Springsteen sing? No, nobody should pay 20 grand for that.
The boss puts out a good show.
He might, but
3
it's not
hours
it's
plus.
not with his voice, is what I'm telling you.
How dare you?
It's with his veins and his
I
arms
fucking hate that guy.
and his cut off shirts.
It's terrible.
Fucking born to run.
Isn't he like 75? What are we doing
He is
here?
he's finally
Yeah.
showing his age. I think he's like, and he's in his upper 60s now. But dude, he sold his fucking catalog for like $500 million.
Yeah, it's
To
pretty
who?
To just the world.
just some guy probably.
No, like there's people out there that invest in music. Remember when what was it? Michael Jackson like stole all the Beatles songs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
From McCartney. Yeah, the Apple.
Yeah.
Well, the Apple distribution company.
And then once you do that, you get to decide. Like, so if you see like a Bruce Springsteen song in like a White Claw commercial, it's because whoever sold his
Somebody
music.
got paid.
But he still gets to go out and sing them all.
Yeah.
So he doesn't own his masters anymore.
But doesn't I mean, he wrote them? It doesn't matter.
He's got $500 million.
That guy's still fucking touring.
Goddamn right. And he's gonna-
25 grand.
20 what?
For a
20
ticket?
Oh yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
that.
Oh, and it was even worse for like Paul McCartney tickets.
That sounds fucking terrible. Well, Paul McCartney would be okay, but no,
I'm not
it wouldn't.
spending
It wouldn't.
25
I
grand.
wouldn't spend that much money on him either. But like, that seems more reasonable.
But 2,500 bucks for a ticket, and then you know you're going to pull this prank off, and I guarantee he's going to up his viewership by, what do you think, 500,000 each
Yeah.
for each video, and then how much ad revenue he's going to get.
Yeah,
He's
I was
going
gonna
to
say that's like advertising write-off for the company.
Yeah, I listen. That's what I'm saying is that once I started to think about the investment to
Yeah.
his brand, it was money well spent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's marketing dollars, bro.
I mean, he's gonna need to spend some more money to redo this haircut because this thing looks like shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing is, though, considering that, right?
You know, if I was sitting behind him, I'd have been like, "Sit the fuck down! I paid all this money to sit here and you're standing up in front of me. Move,
That's fair.
Last chance.
move, or I'll tell on you."
But here's the thing. Should they make a big deal about this stuff anymore, though? Like kicking him out for getting a haircut? Because now it's a news story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It almost feels like one of those things like, all right, well, let's just let him finish up, I guess. You know, almost like a dog humping a leg. Just let him finish.
Yeah, there is something to be said about the people who enable the free advertising because they put it on camera during the live match. So I mean, that's how I found out about it. Then later on, I went and looked it up, and there was, of course, then it was on ESPN and a few other outlets. Like, haha, he's a famous YouTuber, and then I didn't bother to go down the rabbit hole that far, but I'm sure that other people will. And you're right, there should be some sort of, I guess, red flag from the production truck that says don't put them on fucking camera.
There's a guy in a booth somewhere that's probably looking for a job right now. Because you have to get in master control. You have to be like, okay, go camera 4.
Right.
And go camera 4 is on fucking... And camera guy's already like, hey, because you got to tell the camera guy, hey, get your camera on that guy that's shaving his head right now.
Yeah.
So that's on them.
Why don't you just stick with the celebrities and the hot chicks? Why don't you just do that? That's a tried and true method, you know. And it's New York. Arthur Ashe seats 22,000. You know you're going to get some dime pieces in there.
Damn.
Yeah,
$1,500 bucks. 20,
Yeah.
2,500 bucks.
that's a guess. I don't know. I mean, you want me to look it up?
Fuck yeah. You could be way off then. I thought this was gospel.
That's probably a safe guess.
I feel like it's low. That's why I was saying that.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So you want go through Ticketmaster here.
Okay, no, it's not going to count now.
Well, I mean, it's one round up, so we'll do a little sorry. We'll do a little. What do you? We'll round down a little bit.
I'm gonna say those tickets were like $3,000 each, which isn't much off from what you said.
No.
2,500.
Yeah.
It's tough because some of these are sold out. The best I'm getting is it looks to be like 1,600, 2,200.
Okay.
And that's 5 rows back. And these guys were that's 6. These guys were in row 4.
Okay. So about that. Yeah. So yeah, that's money well spent.
Yeah.
I mean, these YouTube guys, man, like, god damn, what do we gotta do? What do we gotta do?
I don't know.
Market ourselves.
You guys gotta.
We got to do shit like that.
You want to go out on the street right now? Hit me with an airsoft gun? Right
do we have one?
nutsack?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go. Let's go.
Absolutely. Do we have that? Is that
Wait a
a
minute.
thing that we can
We
do?
might not make anybody. Hold on.
Well, we won't know till we try.
Yeah, let's go throw a spike strip out on Main Street out here.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
See?
And pop some tires and film it.
Yeah.
Ha you're on middle class holes camera.
You guys can throw me in the middle of the street and tell them they hit me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Insurance fraud.
All right, Evan, get your camera.
All right, enough gallivanting around about social media stars who make more money at being socialites on the social media outlets than us.
Getting a haircut.
Yeah,
Get
they
in
just gave each other haircut, or like one
know.
guy gave another guy. It wasn't even anything funny.
Yeah, he did have like a Gucci
It's even worse. That doesn't make it
barber's
better.
robe.
That doesn't make it better.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of like flamboyant, you know?
I mean, yeah, but like, it makes me madder at him. Yeah, actually.
For a $500, I don't even a barber's robe. Is that what you call it?
Smock. I think.
Yeah.
Smock.
Yeah.
It's like a mocking Spock from like this.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
No.
All right. Friend or foe?
Let's get to it. Got a news story for you. Gonna read it. See if you agree or disagree. Friend or foe? In this one comes out of Italy. 2 tourists in Venice, Italy, infuriated the city's mayor by riding motorized surfboards through the famed Grand Canal this week, prompting Mayor Luigi Brunanaro
That's exactly how you say it.
to call them imbeciles who were making a mockery
how
of
he said it.
Venice. I'm just so grateful that the mayor of Venice, Italy's name is Luigi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mayor Luigi posted videos of the pair on Facebook and Twitter asking everyone in his city to help find the surfers. As extra motivation, he offered a free dinner for anyone who could identify the two and bring them to justice. Venice is not Disneyland, the mayor wrote, as he posted a second video showing the pair skimming their boards under an arched bridge in the city widely known for its serene beauty. Brunanaro got his wish. The pair were tracked down and their boards were seized. Now, they're from Australia, and they've been hit with fines of up to 1,500 euros, so about $1,700 American dollars.
Worth it.
The mayor also wants to see them prosecuted for harming Venice's image. The incident comes 4 years after Venice banned personal watercraft such as paddleboards and kayaks from its waterways due to overcrowding that snarled the flow of gondolas and vaporettis, or water buses. The law allows some exceptions, but they're mainly for local residents. So, friend or foe, does this tarnish Venice's image? Friend, yes, it's a historic city. The canals are like one of the wonders of the world. This is why people go there. It's supposed to be serene and docile. Or foe, no, this is seen as an old person's place. This is like Cadillacs were seen in the 1990s. No one cares. If you want tourism, if you want it to flourish, make it fun. Surfboards are fun. Mm-hmm. Wesley.
Okay. I'm a bit. You know what? I'm against it. All right. I'm getting old. I don't like it.
I like it. I like lean into that.
Yeah. God, you know these idiots are slamming. They're causing a wake. These are no wake zones.
Yeah,
All
it's
right?
true. It's there. Definitely no weak zones.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I don't like Luigi Bergano's yip yap about tarnishing the city. All right. You can, dude. This sure as hell isn't tarnishing the image of a city so polarizing and so well known worldwide, such as Venice. All right, that's bullshit. Okay, why wasn't he just come at it at an angle like you can't be first of all, people they tell people not to swim. It's so fucking polluted in there.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Okay,
It's all like it's oil and gas.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just poop water.
And then follow that up with, look, we have laws that say who can and can't. This is a major canal. Okay, this is one of the side streets or side canals. This is one of the major strips. This is Main Street of Venice, and we have strict laws of what boats can and can't be out of there, and you can't be back. It's for your safety. Why is it going to be like this tarnished city and it gives us a bad look? And we'll give you a free dinner. Where the fuck's the dinner at anyway?
Know,
Luigi's, and his spot.
Right.
So I think I'm faux for his approach. Just kind of. I think it's incredibly stupid on their behalf. And
Did you see the video of them though?
Yeah.
I see the.
pretty cool.
I watched a few seconds of it.
cool.
Yeah,
It was pretty sweet.
I didn't know there were motorized surfboards.
No, neither did I.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a thing. No, I'm faux the mayor. Is that what the question
That's
was?
fine. Yeah, that's a fine answer.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with this. This is all those fucking Europeans with their old ass cities. They're just so stuffy about it. It's like nobody cares. Like you built your city on fucking water, you idiots. Like now it's all poop water and you can't even fucking swim in it. Like these guys risk their lives, honestly. You probably owe them money for the damage that was caused of them being in the water. Fucking no, I'm here for it. I want to go to Venice more now so that hopefully somebody does that because gondolas seem boring.
When I saw the video of them just kind of, that's all it does. It sounds like a Jetson motor.
Yeah,
And they just
absolutely.
go scooting by, and I'm like, okay, what was the big deal there?
No big deal.
That looks fun. If I'm going to Venice, I would like my
I would
own
like to get
personal
about a route like that. Yeah.
electric.
Yeah.
Think about this. It's electric. I know the gondolas obviously aren't polluting because it's just some guy in a white and red striped. Just,
Yeah.
It's almost
It's
a
a
hate crime.
cartoon.
It's a hate crime,
Yeah.
the way they dress those gondoliers up.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just a walking stereotype with a giant. Hey, you guys don't want to go to Luigi's, huh? And then they just motor. These guys zip by on their electric, and I'm just like, I'd like to go to Venice, see this old world country on some modern watercraft. Why not? Or why not just separate the city and say this side of the city, these things are cool. Over here's old grandma land. Coming back to the homeland, seeing it one last time before she dies when we put her fucking body in the water and then just light the water on fire.
under an olive tree.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that's what Italians do, I think, right? Or Greeks, maybe.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
Fucking funeral pyre. Just
Tomato plants.
burn the whole thing down. Look, bottom line is, this is like the classic Italian reaction to something they don't like.
And if you crank up the volume on that, you'll see a 39, soon to be 40-year-old Wesley Ligio going like, "Stop the surfboards, or I'll tell on you. I'll call the authorities."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got French there at the end, but that's okay.
The authorities.
Yeah.
I was looking. Okay, so first of all, prices for these surfboards, which they said they seized, range from
Probably a couple
Say
grand.
2,000.
they range from 400 all the way up to, I see one for 12,000.
That's probably
Now this has, but
that's probably a racing version.
I'm said it looks like the median is 1,700 to 2,200.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean they look cool. They looked worth $1,600.
Yeah.
The way they
yes.
were kind of
just chilling, man.
treading.
Yeah. I don't know. I think fucking Venice needs to lighten up. Luigi might need to get recalled. The mayor
Needs
or
to
something.
a revote.
Yeah. Just fucking get him out of there.
Anything with nostalgia attached to it, people are going to get up in arms about. I was watching a lot of the by the way, terribly orchestrated, the 30th year anniversary of Camden Yards. Like they had Mike Mussina made it back.
Oh, they had a slew of oldos. Yeah.
Yeah, but not like, I mean, I think, did Eddie Murray even come by? Because Cal just videotaped. He was like, sorry, I can't be there. I got something else to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'll figure it out tomorrow. But anyway, congratulations on that building that we had all those storied years in. Nobody wanted Memorial Stadium to be gone. But now we look at Camden Yards like, yeah, we were idiots, man. What the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to think of New York used to be great, and then Giuliani came in here. There was a pawn shop on every corner. And then it's like, no, but New York became a great city because they cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Everybody wants what was old to stay that way. But if you just do minor improvements, it gets better for everyone, not just the people who are already there all the time anyway.
Well, but listen, okay, hear me out. I'm not against people using the waterways for certain things like this if it's done correctly and safely. But you're also, I mean, after reading this giant Quora thread about how the septic system leaks into Venice, like, hey, it's just swim and or motorized surfboard at your own risk.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. Venice probably owes them money.
I guess.
You imagine if a turd got stuck up in that motor or something? Dude, that's my fucking board, bro.
Then you got to get out and fish it out.
Yeah, right. While the authorities are fucking hounding you.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's the poop ladder at? Yeah. What do you think? It's like, and a free dinner. I mean, listen. If you're gonna have me do some legwork for you and your shitty authorities and your shitty detectives in the Venice, do those even exist? Who knows, right?
What?
Just stand around smoking.
Yeah.
I saw him over there.
Yeah. So
I'm French.
So you have
right? They're basically the same thing. It's fine.
So you have wannabe vigilantes and wannabe authoritarians and cops now working for you to track down these Australians who are swimming like, "Hey, good day, mate," Barbies and all that shit. And now you offer them a dinner.
Barbies and all that shit.
I was going to say dingo babies, but yeah, either way.
We have the Australian Open in January.
What else does that shitty city have to offer?
Venice?
Give me some money.
Venice has money.
Yeah.
Do they?
Maybe.
Because
I
think
don't know, probably not.
I think they got to keep jacking the city up. It's on
They just
stilts.
got to keep fucking.
Think about
pumping it
that.
up.
That thing's sitting on wood pillars that are like a century old. Yeah.
Yeah. I listen. I don't want to live there. I barely want to go there.
Exactly my point. But if you have motorized surfboards flying through the canals, like, okay, we're in a downtown city. Well, it's close to this can be a city.
Yeah.
But like, imagine that was just all waterways. That'd be fun for a minute.
That'd be fun for like a half a day.
Yeah.
And then I'd walk out to my front door and be like, fuck, I don't have a boat or a surfboard.
Yeah.
Or I can't just walk somewhere. I can't swim.
What do you do if you live there? Does anybody actually live there? I mean, workers.
People have to live there.
Venice. How many? Here.
Well, I think they all got boats. Like little fucking little paddles.
Fucking how old that be?
Personal paddle boats.
Imagine you had a fucking motorized surfboard.
Imagine like you got into fucking paddle boat fucking like traffic, like paddle boat, fucking rush hour across the city to get to your office job.
We got. It says just about 50,000
50,000
full-time residents. It was 150 around the 70s, but the population is shrinking by 1,000 each year.
Yeah, it's because the only people that live there are the people that serve the people who come there on vacation.
Yeah.
And dude, imagine getting like a quarter mile down the canal and you're like, oh shit, I forgot my phone.
Yeah.
You guys turn,
Yeah.
row it back. God,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Damn Luigi. But I mean, like I said, dinner. Come on, at least 100. Unless dinner is just so ridiculously
You're
expensive.
really caught up on the reward here.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit.
Maybe I don't think anything's like any dinners are cheap in Venice. That's probably good. That's like a $300 dinner.
Well, I assume all native Italians are just Italian chefs. So like, am I really getting anything special if you're giving me I can make pasta, motherfucker. I'm Italian.
What do you want?
You know what I'm saying?
No cash. Because maybe there's a law. Maybe they can't give away cash. Maybe politicians can't offer cash. What do you want?
Key to the city.
What do you want?
An
That's
electric surfboard.
Yeah. And free water for a year.
yeah.
I'm gonna pay that extravagant water bill. 'Cause
Free
you know
fresh water. Give me a water cooler for a year with bottles of water and an electric surfboard.
And maybe a couple high-powered magnets, so I can go fishing in the water.
Oh.
So I can recover.
That's cool.
ancient artifacts.
You've been watching them TikToks. Huh?
I have, yeah, you're right. I post one of ours and I go through the fucking.
They're fishing
wormhole.
out fucking guns. And
Guns
shit.
are that's the
That's
coolest.
the coolest.
Yeah, they have to call the authorities, and the authorities are always pretty cool about it.
And yeah, the authorities are like, so what's going on? They're like, look, we magnet fish, and these guns killed people probably. So here you go.
Yeah.
wow.
These people, I mean, a gun that's been soaking in water has really no value, especially to these people. They're pulling out some cool stuff, and then a gun comes up, and they do the right thing. What are you like? They shouldn't call the cops.
Well,
they should shoot it to see if it still works.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, it's like fucking narcs out there. No, but here's the thing, though. If the cops think there's like a murderer on the loose, right? And they're like, hey, probably ditch the gun in that lake. Oh, nothing we can do about it now.
Yeah.
Let's head on back to the station. And yet there's some podunk Kid Rock motherfucker out there with a high-powered magnet that he stole from a garage that's used to pick up screws at the end of the night. They're fucking fishing him out. Like, no, that should be the cop's job. They should have a guy. They should just have a guy at the local police department
Right.
that does that. Looks for guns.
I like that. I mean, they got big budgets. It's not hard to get a magnet and some rope.
Magnet fish.
And
I don't know.
you can pay me for that shit. I'll do that.
Maybe it's free dinner for any Samaritan who recovers a gun that's tied to a crime.
Well, that one time they pulled out like 7 guns, and it was like this was like a gang disposal. Like there's like a sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah. It is funny, too, when you get, because 9 times out of 10, actually probably more like 99 times out of 100, it's a cool police officer.
Isn't that the same ratio?
I think that's the same.
No,
Well, it's technically 90 and
times out of 100.
Okay,
So,
fair enough. Okay.
You get a cool police officer who's like, oh, yeah. Every now and then you get some fucking stiff Johnny Longman dickhead. He's like, oh, where'd you get this?
Yeah.
Well, I was magnet fishing.
I was
What's magnet fishing?
Well,
I put a magnet in the water and I recover anything that's metal.
So
Where'd you get it from?
Do you have a
The
license
water.
for that high-powered magnet?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
I might need to take that in, too.
We
Yeah.
got him, Billy. The Susquehanna slasher. Why they call it a gun? It's not
It's a gun. It's not a knife.
It's ironic.
You'd shut your mouth if you knew it was good for you. What are you, a snitch? Probably.
Yeah, there is always that one cop.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
That is, everything's got to be questioned. Everything's got to be fucking, ciphered through with the I swear those guys meet together like we do once a week and be like, all right, we need to figure out how to be bigger dicks. We got to figure where we need to step the dick game up from 9 to a 10.
Just, it's all the kids who you fucking like stuffed in a locker in fucking high school and shit like that. Like that's the bulk of it.
I was at my kids' jiu-jitsu, and the adults were waiting to go, and there was this guy, and apparently he's a cop.
And he's just ready to fucking kill someone.
No, he was like that guy he was that annoying friend. I don't know. I don't even know if we have anybody in our friend group to compare to him, but just like that really like manic, like, yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting a dog. And his captain was there apparently doing jiu-jitsu. He's like, so did you talk to him? Am I getting a dog? He's like, listen, man, I talked to the chief. They're just not sure you're ready for it. He's like, what do you mean I'm not ready? I'm ready. It was like a scene out of a B movie. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking cop. Like this,
I'm ready for the dog, man.
I'm ready. I'm telling you. I was training with him the other week. He likes me. I think we can do this. Like he was talking like a obnoxious high school kid.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, this guy is going to be a cane. This guy is going to be out on the streets with a fucking like a meat missile that he can fire off at anybody he chooses at any time. I do not feel safe in my community.
No, that's the problem. That's exactly right. A meat missile is a good way to describe it.
Oh, this is what I was going to. You guys distracted me earlier when I was talking about gender reveal parties. And the one that's
Nice. I like the segue.
the one that I purposely voided myself from at work today. So with the way the world is today, where people then start identifying, and I was asked about something specific. Apparently, there's grade school kids, mostly high schoolers, who are saying that they identify as cats and they want cat litter boxes to be distributed throughout the facility so they can urinate in. I don't know how this is going to go over. I think this is a far bigger problem than people surfboarding in Venice. But if I go to a gender reveal party, and it's like, oh, yay, it's a girl. All right, I got a gift for you. And then that girl becomes a male down the road. Do I get reparations for the gift that I bought, 15, 16 years later? Like, hey, look, I bought that girl a gift. Now, granted, that gift may not be used anymore, but...
Well, I guess it depends on the gift itself. Like, did it get use after you gave it? Or was it like...
Buying an infant.
I think you buy it for when they're a teenager, when they start getting all weird and shit.
We get them like...
This is for 16 years later. Hold on to this one.
Well, we get children like...
It's from Uncle Wes.
Like, Kelly handles most of this, but it's usually like shit that is funny to us, honestly. So we don't really care about your children or you,
right?
If you're having them. No offense, guys who are having children. But so like you're gonna get a go to fuck. You're gonna get a go to fuck to sleep like narrate. You know what I mean? Like there's a onesie that I think we gave our friends the Bergens that was I think had a vulgarity on it, and like. There was a situation where she was like opening all the gifts and reading everything on it, and she kind of skipped that portion. And then another wife of our fraternity egged her on. It was like, what's the shirt say? Because there was a vulgarity on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I think if you do that kind of shit, you're good. You know, don't worry about the genders. You don't need reparations.
Gotcha,
But if you
yeah.
buy them like a Tonka truck, yeah, you should probably get like 50 cents back.
Well, it's going to be tough if then the Tonka truck's used by a boy, and then up until it's 6, 7, or 8 years old, and then when they turn 16, like I'd be like, hey man, 8 years later, yeah, okay, maybe my.
Or what you could do is you could take the Tonka truck back and slide the now girl like a Mitsubishi Eclipse Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
And then it'd be good. You'd be good.
So I got to buy 2 gifts.
Well, you get one back though.
Buy our litter box.
Or that, yeah, because they're mostly just cats now.
I heard this
apparently.
is what kids are doing these days. I mean, hey, more power to you.
I would definitely probably beat up a kid who pooped in a litter box in a school hallway.
Yeah. Correct me if
Excuse me.
I may have told you guys this, but there was a guy who was a year older than me who was a little left of center. Okay, a little edgy. Didn't do things by the book or what most kids were doing, and wore a cape in one day.
And
And
what color cape?
It was just a standard black cape.
Okay.
And I said, listen, I'm all about, you being yourself, not doing what's trendy.
It doesn't sound like you're about to say something.
I just
that
said, I was like,
reflects
you're,
that.
You're
but-
not doing yourselves any favor by wearing your cape to school.
Right.
You should probably just keep that for the weekends and your D&D parties.
I don't know though. That's a good strategy there.
The cape.
I don't know. There we had a kid that was like, he was definitely like low on the spectrum.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He did some weird, like he always, he was with us from like 1st grade to 8th grade, and like he was the kid that like pulled his pants all the way down to pee, even when he was when he was like 11 or 12, and it was like,
the
bro.
right way?
And then no, like I'm talking dropping to them to your ankles, not just opening up your whole fly, which is a giant waste of time.
If you can't figure that out by like halfway through 1st or 2nd grade, you are.
And then like
legitimately
there was always the dickhead, like because if you just yelled his name, that was enough to snap his attention away from urinating where he was supposed to, and just be like, nah.
he turned his entire body.
He turned his entire body, and so there was always like the dickhead walking out. He'd be like, "Hey, Josh!" So I don't know, man. It's a delicate situation. You gotta watch that kind of stuff.
But here's the thing, though. This is why I say it's actually a good move. There's going to be a chick who digs it. There's already no chicks that dig him right now. But there's going to be that one weird chick. It's like the band kids that were fucking having orgies.
Yeah.
It's like nobody else wanted to touch them, but within the band community,
Right.
they were getting their rocks off.
I mean, he's like a doctor now, so he's got a point. He's like an astrophysicist, this kid. So
oh, your kid?
yeah. So he's probably. I mean, I think he's like married. I don't know.
I'm not necessarily sure the cape wearer is an astrophysicist.
Well, that's fair.
But
Yeah, but like, I mean, it was always this weird kid. But like now, look at him. Like they always find their way as long as they're not like,
There's going to be one chick
literally psycho.
who wants the kid with the cape.
Yeah.
right.
And that's what you're going for. You're just going, you're like, all right, fuck it. I'm not going to throw a net.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot an arrow. I'm going to see who hits in the way.
I'm gonna Cupid's heart this thing with the
yes,
cape on.
100%.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's okay. So are there chicks that are gonna dig the fucking litter box pissers?
Yeah, probably.
Man, maybe I
There
sorry.
are already chicks that want to get peed and or pooped on. So there's
Good point.
You're not really far away.
Strap
Strap on like a spandex cat bodysuit, or like a fucking,
Not sure where you're going.
or
with
like
that.
a fucking a
Right.
furry costume with an ass port.
Yeah. So
Good to go.
I think unlike the mayor of Venice who tried to say like, oh, this is tarnishing the city's reputation, he just should have said, hey, look, it's a public health measure. You shouldn't be fucking treading around these waterways voluntarily like that. The principal or the superintendent needs to say, hey, look, there's serious health implications to like putting these out here and having pee and poop being wafted and smelled. It needs to be done in these bathrooms. Now, granted, if you go to public school, these bathrooms suck anyway. The toilet's barely
They're
flush. The
basically litter
doors
boxes.
aren't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gotta be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe they put litter boxes in the stalls. So
Yeah,
you just
maybe
kind of
there's just more
it- okay.
stalls, and then there one's a litter
This
box.
can't be because they say they're cats. This can't be real. And if it is real, our parents failed. This is not our fault. Our
I
parents
don't
have
know. I
failed.
think like y'all.
Can't be me.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's people that are slightly older than Murr who
Just
have
maybe,
teenagers.
just barely.
I don't
Gen
know.
X-
Ryan has a daughter who's about to be a senior in high
See?
school.
Yeah, but he's not the one allowing a goddamn.
Oh, he's completely flabbergasted.
Oh,
by
I'm
this, by
sure.
the way.
Well,
He's
yeah,
just-
I would assume he would be. But
See, we let the wrong people
my
run this
point
industry.
is that it's y'all, motherfucker. It's not me.
Okay, don't say y'all.
It is y'all.
It's not y'all.
Well, you know, wait until the boy wants to poop in the cat litter box, and we'll figure that one out. We'll have that argument then.
How do they clean up?
Well, scoops, obviously.
Listen,
giant man size.
Not the litter box.
the kids
got you.
who are listen, I'm speculating this completely. The kids who are promoting this be a thing, I don't think they have any idea in hell of the logistics that
no.
go along with it. They're not worried about the cleanup.
They're comedians.
Yeah, they're like, hey, look, we want a litter box to pee and shit in.
Man, I wish.
I would pee in litter boxes in the middle of the hallway, though.
Would
Just that, yeah, me. Just as a right, like not as a non-cat student
Yeah.
matriculating a school. Like if I was just me, 12 years old, walking down, and I was like, "Ooh, got pissed." It's all the way to fuck up. Hit this litter box up.
That's fair. I might. Yeah, I would use it. Yeah, in that scenario.
trough it up like sud pump style, maybe in a section.
No.
Yeah.
Who are we to judge?
That's it.
Yeah,
pee in the
I think
concrete
just-
hole in the
I
corner.
I think really the poop. Yeah, that's true. I've peed in worse places than a litter box.
I think I've told you outside of Johan Cruyff Stadium in Amsterdam, they have these octagonal pods where men can pee in. So that's not for
I was
women.
gonna say outside of the new Tottenham Stadium was like it's literally just 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's just split into 4s. It's a giant piece of plastic,
Yeah.
and that's it. And there's like a pee hole on each there's like 6-foot walls
Yeah.
that separate it, and you just pee.
Yeah, but
In
that's
public.
That's for people who still identify as people that have to relieve
Yeah,
themselves.
that's true.
Men need to, yeah. Hey, I need a litter box. So do you compromise? We're already talking about troughs or something.
This is where would side. This is where you need to get Mayor Luigi to come and be like, you don't pee or poo in the litter box.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah. We need to fucking put our feet down. I don't understand. This is what I mean. And I don't want to turn this into a political thing, but there is one side of the fence that's running the Board of Education for the last 20 years. And I'm just saying. That's why when you say y'all, I'm like, hey, me.
Yeah.
But then again, I didn't get involved. Maybe
Right.
I should have.
Alan, this reminds me of it. The movie version of this is Tim Meadows from Mean Girls. When he comes
Yeah,
out and has to
yeah.
be like, all right, apparently there needs to be litter boxes
Yeah.
throughout the school because
Yeah.
and he just can't figure it out.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
I think that's an accurate representation. No, I mean, and you're probably right about the school board thing. I mean, look, nobody actually wants to do anything for schools. Let's be real. Like my wife was a teacher, and I'm like, look, that was dumb. That was a dumb decision. And like, I mean, she lasted like 5 or 6 years, and she even was like, yeah, that was bad. That was a bad idea.
God.
And see, that's the problem is we have devalued education. And so the people who even get into it are like, fuck this, man.
We've devalued education and we've put too much value in opinions. Because I got a
Yes.
cousin who's a history teacher, and he says now he used to never get emails from parents.
Yeah.
And since the Trump years,
Yeah.
all he gets, why are you teaching it to him this way? Aren't you going to teach this? How about telling him about the other side of the invasion? Like, oh my God.
You mean the Nazis? Like that's the thing that gets me is like we see these emails in like TikToks and like in like Facebook and Instagram posts like why don't you tell them about the other side? You mean the other side of fucking genocide?
Right.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I guess we can do that.
Well, the European oppressors.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck. Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
You want God forbid you get some 9/11 denier. telling you need to explain.
It's
to
about
them.
that time. We're almost there. It's
Yeah,
like
we
a couple
really are.
days, man.
Yeah.
You know?
If you have listen,
Jet fuel don't burn that hot.
if you have people, parents, Murray, you're a parent. There's obviously an administrative side to this, and there's a parent side to this. Parents have to be backing this. I understand teenage people
Backing what?
Teenage people believe they have their own voice, and they do to an extent. Other than the fact that they're like not really taxpayers, and they're kind of like arrogant pricks who don't have any life experience, and they think they fucking know everything. But Do you think every parent of these kids is like, hey, mom, dad, listen, I'm spearheading a campaign in our school to have litter boxes because some of us are identifying as cats. Like, damn, that sounds swell, Jimmy. Go get them.
Here's the thing. I guess I can't really comment because I live in the last red county in Maryland.
Yeah.
And so like I've noticed, and I'm not involved yet because my kid's too young, but the PTO, they're strong. Yeah. They won't let shit go down. At least from that angle. They're a very right-leaning organization currently.
Yeah. I could see them burning litter boxes. Like, nope, look at this, kids.
Yeah.
This is what we'll do.
You had to go burning.
They'll blow them up.
Listen, you don't want to get any of that on you. You better put a robe and a hood on.
Look, there's only 2 ways that thing's getting destroyed, and it's either fire or bullets. All right, that's the only way that kitty litter box is getting destroyed up in the Tucky.
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't there something if you eat kitty litter, you trip?
I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think that's.
I think that's a rumor about
made that up.
everything that's ever existed.
It's like I can probably get you mushrooms, man. Stop eating kitty litter. It's fine.
I heard from a friend that it works, kind of.
It's crazy
you
talk.
puke your guts up, but for 15 minutes after that, it's pretty wild.
It's all the internal bleeding that really sends you into euphoria.
Yeah, fuck going for a ayahuasca journey. Come to my place.
Yeah.
Not my place, my friend's place.
Yeah.
I know where it's at.
Get that fresh scoop, baby. It lasts like 4 to 6 hours.
All right, I think it's time to expand our minds, and you have a special song to chime in for Fun Fact Friday.
You always ruin a good intro.
Oh, sorry.
I usually don't call my own shot, but I feel like today is it's a somber day. It's a sad day.
That's true.
It's one of those days that we should celebrate. It should live in infamy. So, in honor of Her Majesty, to introduce Fun Fact Friday this week, I have chosen a Queen song. And that Queen song is "Another One Bites the Dust."
Oh God. I think I saw some Irish kids tapping out front of Buckingham Palace to this.
Fun Fact Friday. Fun. It's a Fun Fact Friday. I'm gonna tear off a piece of fun for you. It's another Fun Fact Friday to give you. Hey, a little knowledge for your brain right now. It's a fun. A Fun Fact Friday. Yes, fun. A Fun Fact Friday. Brought to you by the Shin Splints Recovery Group. If you got some pain below your knee, there for you. So let's get to it now. Fun Fact Friday. Ha! Fun. A Fun Fact Friday.
That is beautiful.
That's amazing.
And by the way, I now have one of my predicted celebrity deaths.
Yeah.
I picked Queen Elizabeth, and we will give you Betty White, even though she died on New Year's Eve. And what do you mean?
She was literally the day after I made the prediction.
That's why I said we'll give it to you. What do you want, 2?
I know. I just don't want it to be coming off. You're posing it like it's a charity. I called her death.
Yeah. I mean, you missed by 24 hours, but it's fine.
Yeah.
What, she had to survive the 24 hours after I said it?
I mean, in theory.
I mean, you had a year window. You're just saying,
I'm saying a year window. She had a year to die from the day I predicted it,
and it happened the day after.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the parameters.
Okay.
With it.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't calendar year 2022, but we're not. This isn't this isn't an absolutism type thing. We gave you the point. I now have a point
I feel
because
like we should take it back.
Yeah.
Personally, because he protested.
I just don't like that you gave it to me.
So I have roughly 3 more months to get Sandy Koufax, Dodger great, and then the kid from Cop and a Half. You have.
That's so ridiculous.
I think you have Demi Lovato.
I'm fucked.
Mel Brooks and
Mel Brooks maybe, but that would be sad. I'm not pulling for that one.
And then
I forget what the other one was.
Yours were Morgan Freeman,
Betty White, and Adam Sandler. Yeah. But I'm telling
Jimmy Carter.
Oh, dude, you've got.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Carter could.
I think you got a hot hand to play. Mel.
I do with both of them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want. Well, Jimmy Carter can
No.
whatever.
Check this out. Demi Lovato now wants to be called her again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying she is in an emotional up and down state, and she's in LA. She is one coke rail with fentanyl.
Oh
from
yeah,
lighting it.
she is one hot shot away from fucking.
I think she's one fucking cat litter scoop away from.
Yeah.
from
No, I mean, and that's
Nine
why I
Lives.
picked her. When I picked her, I mean, she was in the throes of it. Like, she could have been any day at that point.
Dude, no, this is what I'm saying. Like, she's due for a relapse.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when
That's
you're
fair.
crying.
What's she doing now? She making like 2 movies and an album? I bet you it comes after that.
yeah, head of state with Carrot Top.
Oh, damn it! It's just CEO.
It's a sequel.
Yeah. So I have an idea. Yes, we'll get to that in a minute. We then pick 3 more on the end of the year show this year, and we can't pick people that we picked this year nor anybody else. So you can't double up.
Oh, I'd like to put an extension on Morgan Freeman, though.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta send an extension out on like Carter, right?
You got 3 months to think about who's going to die next year. Mull it over. Sleep on it.
Do you get to take one of my picks from this year though? Like, would you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take Jimmy Carter"?
We'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying?
No, Alan, we'll talk about
I
it.
like that. I'll trade him.
Fuck this Kahoot stuff. Fun Fact Friday. Come on. hit
Let's
us.
get to it. 5 fun facts for you fuckers on a Friday. OMG facts. Did you know Jaws was the first movie to earn $100 million?
You did?
I did know that, but that was a
Really?
trivia question I've asked before. So yeah, that's the only reason.
Oh, yeah. I forget that Alan used to be heavily embedded in the fun facts. No, I didn't know that, and I wouldn't have guessed that, but it's not surprising. The first one to earn $100 million. What was Jaws? Was that Warner Brothers? Or was that Paramount?
I don't know. Whatever Spielberg was
Yeah, I don't know.
clipping out at. I'm gonna say, I don't know.
Okay.
No idea.
Yeah.
But did you also know that Jaws is rated PG?
Jesus. God, when Quint gets like, I don't know, looks like it's trash compacted. Like,
It's Universal.
yeah, Universal. Okay.
This is one of those movies that like it scarred a generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad still doesn't go in the ocean.
Because of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something, like I mean, they only say shit twice, and there's no fucks, so I mean, I guess we got to give it the G.
It's true.
I mean, but the subject matter is like terrifying as it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're creeping up on an era where people piss and shit in litter boxes. So back then, I don't know. I mean, I think you peed in troughs.
You get an R rating now if somebody smokes a cigarette in a single scene in a movie.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't. Is it?
Yes.
That's
Look it up.
ridiculous.
Look it up.
I'm not debating it. I'm saying that's a ridiculous rating. Yeah.
Goddamn right.
And you said Jaws was one of your original good bad movies.
Yeah, because it's a good movie, but in reality, it's bad. I mean, it's just a shark. A shark has a vendetta against an entire fucking town.
Right. Well, that town sucked. If you ask me.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but the fact that they didn't explain. Is it sentient? Does the shark think? Does he have emotions?
I think he just figured this is an untapped resource. No sharks come here, and I have my pick of the litter of ribeye and T-bone and ankles and peckers.
Did you know ice cream was invented in ancient China in 200 BCE?
I didn't know the time, but I did know that they were the ones who invented it. But the 200 BCE before Christ, that's
Go ask Alan. What's in BCE?
what's the E on the BC?
Oh, before Common Era. It's
Yeah.
it's the
Is it
it's
just
the
BC and what I kn-
it's the non-religious before
before
Christ.
It's before, but it's before Christ.
Gotcha, BC.
Yeah,
okay.
Because that's everything before Christ was not.
Because white people wrote history, even though
Gotcha.
ice cream was made by Asians.
Fight harder.
Yeah, even though ice cream was made by Asians, it's told in white people time.
I didn't know Ben and Jerry were Asian.
It's fact. Their last name's Kim.
It's Ben and Jerry Kim.
Ben, Kim, Jerry, Kim.
Actually, it's Kim Jerry, Kim Ben.
It's facts. It's Kim Jerry, Kim Ben.
Now, can you imagine? I wish there had been more documentation of this from when it was invented to when teeth started to rot.
Oh.
You know,
Well, teeth rotted at that point. Anyway,
I wonder what they. Maybe it was probably just like what snow ice, mountain ice, and
Yeah, well,
maybe
you can do
honey
it with
and
like
lotus
fucking
blossom.
you can do like the kids experiment. It's like fucking it's like rock salt and not
Yeah,
rock salt, but like
No, you're right,
but
though,
it's
but-
like salt and like ice and fucking cream, and you just literally just roll it around. Like the game that Kelly always did was like with the kids, they would get like a hamster ball basically and put like a Ziploc bag with all the ingredients in it, and then they would just roll the hamster ball around for like an hour, and then when they cracked it open, it was fucking ice cream.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah,
when I
it's
get
like a
back.
home science experiment. Yeah.
You're right. I'm not.
You can open the freezer and be like, oh shit, I got ice cream.
Ben and
Yeah.
Jerry's. Kim,
Ben and Jerry Kim. Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, and the person who started making ice cream originally in the States was Washington. Like he would,
G Dub.
yeah, he would have ice brought down from fucking Vermont.
Can you listen? You talk about even then. I understand times change, and I understand that like the life in the 1700s wasn't all that prosperous. I think you've asked a few hypotheticals about like, would you rather live then
Right.
or da da da? Yeah, it was hard. It was tough. But you can imagine like, yeah, you know, God, I like this shaved ice, and I really want it from Vermont. You got it, Mr. President. I'll be right back.
Yeah. 3 weeks later, they come back.
Yeah,
I could really go for an ice cream right now. Send a pigeon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know Maine is not the easternmost state in the United States?
Is it Florida?
Rhode Island?
No. This is going to blow your fucking minds.
This probably won't, but go ahead.
Alaska is the easternmost and westernmost state in the U.S., as well as the northernmost.
Is it because the international date line splits it at a certain point, so
Yeah,
it's east
yeah.
and west? Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a trick question.
Yeah, that's a bit of a fuck you to
Yeah.
Jeopardy, because they'd ask that and be like, it's
If it's not Maine, if you're going to say it's not Maine, I would say Florida.
yeah, agreed. And we're both fucking wrong.
Right.
Dicks.
That's some big, oh, it's Puerto Rico. Yeah, all right. Here's one. Do you realize that Atlanta, Georgia is more west than Detroit, Michigan?
There's more west?
Yeah.
Oh, because they're tilted like
And
that.
the East Coast. When I heard that, I said, nope, bullshit. Because I have a pretty good temperament for United States geography. I was like, that's bullshit. And sure enough, like, damn. Now, someone from Atlanta, Georgia can take a few hours and beat an ocean. That's never possible for someone from Detroit.
No.
Unless you want to swim in, unless you consider Lake Michigan an ocean.
That's a good
It's
point.
not, because
Right.
it's like...
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, because what do we gauge? Oh, why do I get my brain involved in this horse
But
shit?
for Detroit, you can drive south and be in Canada.
What?
Yeah, look it up. You can drive, well, not like dead south, but more south than your access point.
West, south. Yeah, no, what?
Southwest.
You are driving not north, driving south to get to Canada over the bridge.
I feel like you're just fucking with my brain.
No, man. Do we want to take a time out and I can show you this?
I'm just going to get on my phone. Detroit, fucking Michigan. You drive south to get to Canada from Detroit?
Yeah. Look.
I'm looking at it. Look at your fucking horseshit. Oh. There's a fucking loop-de-loop. Fuck you, Wes. Fuck you, and Alaska.
Yeah, listen, I know my loop-de-loops,
God,
especially this one,
God,
asshole.
that's so fucking dumb. Did you know?
It's less dumb than this whole east and west Alaska nonsense. All right, whoever fished that out pisses and shits in litter boxes.
Well, it's just as much of a trick question as the Alaska thing.
All right.
Because you're right. God, that pisses me off. Why do we suck? Why do fucking these stupid fucking borders build a wall? They will know.
Yeah, there's Canadians.
God damn
We've
it.
seen that John Candy movie. They get out of hand.
Did you know it's possible to walk to any point in the Pentagon in 7 minutes? But it's not possible to get a clear camera on a plane.
I knew it. I knew it. You've been waiting for that all fucking week. Is that because if you look, they have the rings, and each ring is connected by a corridor on every. Yeah. So
Yeah. It's designed that way because, it's a fucking, basically it's a modern war fort.
right.
So they want you to be able to how long is it going to take them to, 7 minutes, sir.
I think it takes 20 minutes to walk around once, point to point.
I just know there's a Georgetown, Delaware. They're 16. It's 16 miles from everywhere in the county. They put it there specifically.
What? The town?
The town of Georgetown, Delaware,
Yeah.
in Sussex County It's 16 miles to every point, the furthest points.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout, shout.
But you can walk there in 5 because there's corridors.
That's right.
And secret passages.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I would like to go. Okay, what's one place if you had an all-access pass? Yeah, the key card worked on every fucking door. It didn't matter.
Right.
Where would you want to go?
So, I mean, I'm assuming yours is the Pentagon?
No.
Oh. Fort Knox, White House.
White House might be good.
Yeah.
I kind of, is it weird that it would probably be like a Smithsonian or like a fucking like a famous museum.
That's not bad.
Where do they house the Declaration of Independence?
In the fucking American History Museum?
And it's down like 30
I'm
floors.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Or it's in the Library of Congress, one of the two.
Would this card also work on the pyramids?
Don't you already kind of have? Can't you just like give a guy a ice cream in Egypt and he lets you in?
Yeah.
Hey, this is from Vermont.
Made by the Kim brothers.
The Gibb brothers from Vermont.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
That's tough.
White House would be cool, but
I feel like Area 51 or like NORAD or something like that.
yeah. Are there any spots in like in Europe that are just completely shut down from World War II? That are just, I know Chernobyl. You know, I put a mask on and I'd be like,
Hey, you can go there now. They do like
you can just go.
yeah, they do like Chernobyl tours.
they do
now.
like day trips though, because you have a certain amount of
Yeah,
radiation.
because you'll die.
You're talking like in the cement.
Bottom line is this:
coffin.
if you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to Chernobyl, and you're with a tour guide, and they're like, okay, try to stay with the tour, and you're like, I'm gonna run away. Like, okay, goodbye. This not gonna stop you.
This card here doesn't allow me to have radiation poisoning.
Oh, well, that's different.
So, what, you gonna fight a fucking radioactive wolf? What do you want to do?
Just go see that.
Go look at a room full of fucking like headless dolls for some reason.
All right, the White House. There you go.
I think the White House is a good pick, especially like the catacombs and shit, like where they put Bush, like on 9/11 and shit.
The war room?
Yeah.
Right. Oh wait, Bush? No, during 9/11, he was at that
Oh, yeah,
elementary
no.
school.
Yeah,
remember?
no,
He was
that's
at
right.
that
He was
elementary
in the air where Cheney was during the
He
whole
was
thing.
he was acting really suspicious when someone told him, which means it was an inside job.
Yeah.
Or he was acting like, I don't want to fucking send a bunch of third graders to therapy in 30 years, so I'm just going to fucking keep reading this goddamn story.
Hey, is there a kitty litter box around here anywhere? I gotta squeeze one off.
And finally, did you know all the matter that makes up the human race can fit into a sugar cube? This is because atoms are mostly empty space. If you cram all the atoms in all human beings together without any space wasted, there wouldn't be an object any bigger than a sugar cube. However, that sugar cube would weigh 5 billion tons.
I mean,
That's pretty cool.
Particles are small and heavy, so I mean that makes sense. Damn, how would it get to be a sugar cube that weighs 5 billion tons?
5 billion tons. Well, think about this, because that would literally be like if we could get every human on the planet onto a scale, they would weigh 5 billion tons.
Yeah.
All humanity. But what they're saying is if you took out all the space between all the atoms and all the humans,
Yeah.
it would become the size. We would all become the size of a sugar cube. But it would still weigh as much as we all weigh.
Damn.
Fuck you, science.
That's interesting.
Thank you.
That ranks up there as some of the. I'd like to see a demonstration of that. You know, you just blow up a human in some sort of atom, nuclear facility, and then collect all the
I
atoms.
don't think that's how it works at all.
Yeah, I don't think you understand atoms and stuff.
I mean, you just get a trash bag full of guy. I mean,
Listen, I understand.
Take my word for it. I'm a physicist.
Look, I look at enough TikToks after I post ours. All right, I've seen magnet fishing and I've seen atom disbursement.
how am I not seeing any of these?
I got a C in physics. It's good.
Because I'm using the same account that you guys use, and that's not the videos that pop up. It's usually like a stand-up comedian.
What, on TikTok?
Yeah. It's usually a stand-up comedian followed by some chick who jumps up and down 3 times and her clothes fall off. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm against this.
Sure.
I'm just saying I'm not seeing magnet fishing is all I'm going to get.
The algorithm has changed.
But on my phone versus yours?
I don't know. Maybe they've pinged us.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be. Could be.
Listen, I know atom displacement. I don't know algorithm between phones on similar accounts.
Okay. And that, my friends, is your Fun Fact Friday.
And you killed it with Another One Bites the Dust, by the way. I know
That was pretty good.
Alan was did a few leanbacks on that one.
I was laughing pretty good.
I botched the first line, so I just made it up after that. That was not what I was practicing earlier in the day.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Damn, that's good to know. You're good on your feet.
All right, finally on Before You Go, a viral video shows a Southwest airline pilot telling passengers that if they continue to airdrop new photos of each other, he will pull the ultimate dad move. I'll turn this goddamn plane around and land this goddamn thing back where we came from. And this is a bit of a piggyback off the segment we had a few months ago where the guy was just airdropping.
It was just a guy, and he was basically like looking for people with phones that had their AirDrop on, and just like, hey, here's my penis. Here's my penis.
Right, and he kind of fits that with that Danny DeVito mold that we talked about last week, because he was a disgusting fat body.
Yes.
Yeah, and if it was a Chris Hemsworth motherfucker, there would have been nobody. Well, I'm going to say nobody. Very few women that would have raising a stink about it. So this I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce this person's name. Captures the Southwest pilot's announcement in a TikTok. Again, this dials back to the person getting a haircut at Arthur Ashe Stadium. They're getting famous off this. Posted on Thursday in the video, the pilot says that if passengers continue to airdrop nude photos of the passengers while the plane is on the ground, he will, quote, have to pull it back to the gate. Everybody's going to have to get off. And then we're going to have to get security involved. Your vacation is going to be ruined, the pilot said over the plane's intercom. Whatever that airdrop thing is, quit sending naked pictures and let's get ourselves to Cabo.
You're going to Cabo. You might as well just start sending naked pictures now.
That's true.
Yeah.
What kind of people are there kids? Do you take kids to Cabo? I don't think so.
If you're dumb.
Probably some dumb bastards are going to Cabo with their kids.
Yeah, but when they land, isn't that pretty much all they're going to see anyway? It's fucking
I would assume.
Naked fuckers walking around.
Mm-hmm.
This is I'm torn because now I understand Mayor Luigi's fucking issue.
Yeah.
It's like once you introduce like this one piece of technology, the next generation's just like, I'm sending my dick. Here we go.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, maybe Mayor Luigi he doesn't want surfboards around.
Wow. You start letting them surfboard around. Next thing you know, they're gonna surfboard around with their dicks flopping around. Like, man, look at this, can't stop me. I'm an electric surfboard. See you later. But no, so that used to be okay. Now before liftoff, we're gonna have to actually tell everybody to please silence and turn off your cell phones and all electronic devices. And now it's like, this is kind of bullshit. So if you guys want to use them, just use them. And now look what happens. Dicks and pussies are flying all over the plane.
Right, but I mean, does the captain have his airdrop on?
Oh,
I mean, is this where this spawned from?
Maybe you're right.
How does he know? Or is he getting intel? Like, hey, the people in the cabin are complaining about it. Can you tell them? Listen, we haven't even taken off, and there's dicks and pussies being just shown all over the place.
I think you might be right. I think he cracked the code.
Yeah.
I think he's got like his phone set and it says like Captain Jim. And it's like, hey, Captain Jim, well, here's Captain Howdy. How you doing?
That's exactly what it was. His airdrop was on, and he was receiving unsolicited dicks and vaginas.
He probably doesn't give a shit until it gets on his phone. Yeah. Then his cunt of an ex-wife is gonna be like, "Oh, what you doing? You out here gallivanting?
I know,
dick pics,
living that pilot life.
Yeah,
getting it in Cabo."
They subpoenaed his phone for the next divorce proceeding, and he's fucked because of fucking airdrop nudes.
Right.
Yeah.
You're obviously a bisexual. You have 3 times the amount of dicks that you do vaginas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing you'll tell me is it's not okay for me to have a litter box in my apartment.
Unless someone complained and told the pilot before they even hey, look, we barely got our goddamn seatbelt on, and I've already got 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. There's a steward, a air attendant, what the fuck they're called. They came up to, listen, we got a problem. What's the problem? People are just sharing their dick and titty pics all over the plane. Yeah, but man, I don't know though. But then you're on your way to Cabo. Maybe you're advertising amongst some of the passengers. You look over and ooh, C3. How about you see this? And then you've got yourself a nice little date when you hit the ground.
Right. You've already networked. You're not wearing a cape. You're casting a wide net. Within the 757 that's going to Cabo.
Maybe you got a hood on.
I just like I believe the friend or foe on this revolved around your responsibility as a human being to either turn on or off your airdrop, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure should a plane be a cesspool for airdropping dick pics? I guess not.
I mean,
but
maybe.
But then
I mean,
again,
it's
like,
a bunch of humans crammed together. It's kind of inevitable, right?
but like I said, on my phone, it's my airdrop set to contacts only.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's like you can so you've got 3 options. You can just nope, no airdropping.
yeah.
2, contacts only. 3, Yosemite Sam, Wild fucking West. Whoever's within 2 fucking feet of me, give me your dicks. Give me your dicks, give me your tits, give me your litter box pics. I don't care. Yeah, so it's on you. That is on you. I tell that pilot, hey, mind your fucking business.
Right.
What do you do? Flying planes? Fly the plane.
Well, they say the captain is the captain of the airways. It's his or her decision to say fuck you. I'll take off or land this plane for any reason that I see fit for the safety of the people on
No
board.
safety. Plane's not going down.
No.
Hey, wear a condom. That's safety.
Well,
Or a
he's got a point
dental
there.
dam or something, or female condom.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, safety first, right?
Yeah. You gotta protect everything.
Yeah. Just put a condom over the lens of your phone and take a picture.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Now we're being reasonable.
Right.
Come on.
Safe sex airdropping.
It's a filter. It's a rubber filter.
That's right. I find it ridiculous. So I mean, at this point, there's no stopping it, unless you're going. What do you is the government going to put some sort of governor on iPhones for airdropping?
No, they have it. I just said they have it.
No, are they going to?
No.
What do you mean governor for it? What do you mean?
Like a governor in an engine. Like you can't drive this car past a certain point. Is the government going to be like, okay, look, we're gonna make it so airdropping can only be done da 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 da.
Like
It's only-
airdrop doesn't work on planes or
No,
something?
it's again, it's within Bluetooth range.
Right.
So that's what, like 20 feet?
Then make it to where you can't do it on planes.
Or turn it off your phone. And if they're, like, it's almost like what is it like? It was that center that got taught for the toe tapping in the stall, and the other guy was like, I don't do that, and it's like, I get it. You want me to suck your balls? I get it. I don't suck balls. I'm gonna call the cops in about 3 seconds. Like, just if your airdrop's on,
Yeah.
you want it.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah, I agree, but there's something. Maybe this guy had a bad day. This captain.
Maybe he wasn't getting any.
Maybe maybe. Damn it! I haven't been late in 3 months, and I'm flying to Cabo.
No,
and
I
these
mean,
people-
maybe nobody airdropped him anything. And he was like,
Excuse
fuck,
me.
everybody else have fun. I got to fly a fucking plane to Cabo. Fuck you, dicks.
I have
That's
this
a good
thing
point.
open. And I got nothing. Yeah.
He's requesting dick pics. Still didn't get nothing.
It's,
It was pinging other phones like, got dicks? Nope. Not for you.
You cat.
not for the captain.
Not for you, buddy.
Well, shit, it's been real. I want you to tell the audience in this goddamn beautiful place. No? No?
Nope.
All right, cool.
Anyway, so, for all our listeners, your listening pleasures, please find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And please find us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can check us out on Instagram, at Twitter, at MDL Classholes, and you can find us on Facebook and whatever that other platform is, TikTok, right? As the Middle Class Holes. Do we got anything else? Do we got a Truth Social? Did we set one of those up yet?
Not yet. I got a Getter account
We
coming
should,
though.
yeah, get one of those in there. Fucking Reddit page.
Yeah.
Fucking definitely not safe for work.
Airdrop, I suppose.
Yeah, we airdrop dicks if
middle
you're
class.
in the area.
If you're in the, yeah.
if you're in the area and you see middle class holes, expect a dick.
There's 3 of them together.
It's just like our emblem, just like our logo. It's just dicks.
No, there's something about the social media thing that you said that damn it, it'll lose my mind. Yeah, fucking
Dicks.
no.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's where you can find us, folks.
Yeah. All right. Next week we have some segments for you. Mainly Alan's fucking.
It's basically going to be me for 2 hours talking about Carrot Top in a feature film.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I hope you guys tune in.
Well, thank you for the folks here at 5 North Main.
YSG Studios.
YSG Studios. Why are you doing this?
Because we haven't paid tribute
To who?
to the fucking queen.
Well, I said I predicted her death. That's a tribute.
It's true.
That's
Okay.
kind of a tribute.
Bitch was in charge for 70 years.
You're right. There have been a lot of things that have passed in my lifetime. Presidents, emperors, popes, and things like that. Things of that nature. There's always been one true in that regard, and it's been the Queen in my lifetime. I've only known of Queen
They
Elizabeth.
said something crazy that kind of blew our minds when we were listening to it. It was 14 presidents, 15 prime ministers, one of which she appointed yesterday on her
Right.
fucking corpse, shook hands with that
Yeah,
lady.
she literally did. They fucking juiced her up with fucking
Yeah.
testosterone, meth, and cocaine. And
Kitty
were like,
litter,
shake that bitch's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shook that bitch's hand and then died. And 7 popes. I think that was the number that I was like, what?
Yeah.
I thought popes were just born and die at 100. She's 700 years old. That's how many popes she's seen.
Well, she
That's
took
fucking crazy.
She took over at 25, which I think
Yeah, it was super
absolutely
young.
incredible
Yeah.
because her old man died at 53.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of that had to do with the inordinate amount of chain smoking that he was
Yeah.
doing. So,
Yeah.
and rightfully so. He was commander in chief of the English Army during World War II. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what tribute are we paying?
I don't know. I don't really care. I just,
Okay.
We got a bottle of her champagne from Buckingham Palace at the house. I think we might drink it.
Yeah. Didn't Leslie Nielsen punch her in one of the Naked
Yes,
Guns?
definitely did.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of inadvertently ate her out, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what I think is my favorite? Well, this is gonna sound fucking dark. My favorite part of today regarding the Queen's death is that I'm in this fantasy soccer league with a bunch of guys. I only know 2 of them, and the rest I don't know. And somebody was like, "Yeah, Princess Di died. They canceled 2 weeks of Premier League games." And they were like, "What the fuck?" Somebody was like, "Did Jesus Christ die? 2 weeks?" like fucking losing their mind. So Americans getting into English soccer, not understanding that the country stops for a week and a half.
Right.
I just want to say that I appreciate her dedication to a non-existent position.
Yeah.
A title that really held
Really.
no authority or bearing on an entire country, only to let her entire family, all of her children, become fucking scumbag adulterers who really provided nothing to modern society except for a child pedophile ring that was led by Jeffrey Epstein and probably funded by the Buckingham Palace itself. So to that I say to you, Queen Elizabeth,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
well done.
Rest in peace. Yeah, we do nothing but the best tributes here at the
I
middle
wanted-
class.
Yeah, I mean, let's also not forget she was super into keeping the brown colonies and not letting them be just free brown people.
And now they will. Now the
She was super into it.
Doesn't the national anthem changes from
God save the king.
"God Save the King"?
Yeah, it does.
King fucking Charles.
Dude, they were
Charles.
talking about that, all the shit that goes to all of the money. All of the money has to reflect the current monarch.
Oh yeah.
So they got to change all the money, passports.
And
and
he's
shit like
still
that.
he is still holding on to a comb over. That is fucking ridiculous. I mean, that is the listen. I'm not criticizing the guy. I'm criticizing his choice to comb over.
He's like
4 hairs.
76, bro.
Cut your fucking hair. You got 4 long hairs that sit here.
But Wesley, I have a man for that, and he tells me, no, I'm going to comb it this way. No.
That's it.
He didn't do shit. He didn't even pick out his own shirts. Princess Di told a story where they were late for dinner, and he was like, I can't find Jeffrey. Like, what do you need Jeffrey for? I need a shirt. Well, just go pick out a fucking shirt.
Go get a shirt. They're right there, bro.
You've got 2,000 in that closet. He's like, but we pay them for this. So he didn't pick out a shirt because he didn't have his fucking guy.
I mean,
in
if
the
I
room.
was a royal and I had a guy that picked shirts, I'd probably do that shit too. I'd be like, okay, pick my shirt.
Yeah.
And people would be like, hey, man, you coming to do the fucking shit? Nah, man, Jeffrey fucking took off. He didn't pick my shirt. What the fuck do you want me to do?
I'm sorry, it's Joffrey.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Jeffrey, he was hanging out with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. He took a job in Bel Air as a butler. And he was really fucking up my steez. I don't have fucking shirts now. I mean, they're there. I can see them, but which one do I put on?
I have no idea. And Diana was like, all right, hold on. I'm going to blow you first. Yeah.
Gross.
Middle class souls, everyone. Thank you, everybody.
It's in this room. Thanks.
It's been a great experience.
Thanks, guy behind the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Join us next week. We'll holler at you in the meantime. Holler at us. You know all the social media outlets.
Oh, we did this. Bye.
Bye.